Students, this is the diagram of electric motor. So, let us see how it works. The electric motor consists of rectangular loop of copper wire having a resistivity coating. This is the rectangular loop which is having a resistivity coating. It is placed between the North Pole and South Pole. This copper wire with rectangular loop is been placed between North Pole and South Pole of a magnet in such a way that it branches, that is AB and CD are perpendicular to the magnetic field, which are perpendicular to the magnetic field. They are perpendicular to the magnetic field. The two ends of a loop are connected to the two halves. The two ends are connected to the two halves that are X and Y. So this is X and Y halves of a spritlet ring. This is a spritlet ring which has X and Y halves. This is X and this is Y halves. The two halves of a ring have resistivity coating on their inner surface. The two halves are having a resistivity coating on their inner surface and are tightly fit on the axle, and it is tightly fit on this axle. The two halves of spritlet ring, that is X and Y, have their outer conducting surface in contact with the two stationary carbon brush. It has a outer conducting surface which is connected to the two stationary carbon brushes. See, these are the two stationary carbon brushes, that is E and F. When this circuit is complete, see, here we are using a key, here we are using the cell. So when this circuit is complete, what will happen? The current flow in the branch AB. The current will flow in the branch AB of a loop from A to B. The current will flow from A to B through a carbon brush E and F. Since the direction of magnetic field is from North Pole to South Pole, according to the Fleming's left hand rule, the force is exerted on the branch AB. And therefore and push it down, and this push it down. So this will be pushed down. The current in CD branch is in opposite direction to that of AB. So the current in CD branch is opposite direction to that of AB. Therefore, the force is exerted on the branch CD is in upward direction. So the force exerted on branch CD will be in the upward direction. Means this will go on moving. So AB will go down, CD will come up. Thus the loop and the axle start rotating in a anti-clockwise direction. After a half rotation, the two halves of the spritlet ring, that is X and Y, comes in contact with the carbon brushes F and E. And then what will happen? The current in the loop start flowing in the direction DCBA. current will start flowing in the direction DCBA. Therefore, the force exerted on the branch DC in downward direction and the branch AB in upward direction. अर्ध्या रोटेशन नंतर काय होणार तर CD हा डाउनवर्ड्स जाणार आणि AB हा अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन मध्ये मूव होणार. Thus the current in the loop is reverse after each half rotation. So current in the loop is reverse after each half rotation and the loop and the axle continues to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction and the loop and the axles continues to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So here we have seen that this was the copper wire that was A, B, C, D in the form of rectangular loop. X and Y were the two spritlet rings. E and F were the carbon brushes. And this was the magnet, that was North Pole and South Pole. Now when this circuit starts or when the circuit was complete, what was happening? The loop was going through A to B and AB were going downwards and CD was coming upwards. But after the half rotation, what was happening that DC were going downwards and AB were going upwards. So this was been happening after each half rotation. अर्ध्या रोटेशन नंतर AB हा खाली जात होता आणि DC हा वरती येत होता आणि त्यानंतर हाफ रोटेशननी DC हा खाली जात होता आणि AB हा वरती येत होता आणि अशा प्रकारे ही जी इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर आहे ती काम करत होती. तर मला असं वाटतं तुम्हाला परफेक्टली कळलं असेल की इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर कशी काम करते.